Hi, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Jackie, and I'm happy to be speaking to you all this afternoon. I would like to begin with a land acknowledgement. It is important to acknowledge that this space in the greater Duke University gathers on land that has long served as a site of meeting and exchange amongst a number of Indigenous peoples. Historically, the Shakori and the Catawba people. It is also important to recognize the 8 tribes that currently reside in North Carolina, and these include the Coharie, Lumbee, Meherrin, Occaneechi Saponi, Halewa Saponi, Wakama Suan, Saponi, and the Eastern Band of Cherokee. I honor and respect the diverse Indigenous peoples connected to this territory on which we gather and we know as Duke University. First off, class of 2021, congratulations. I know this is something you will all be hearing a lot for the next couple of days if you haven't already. And I ask that whenever you hear this, you truly take a moment to appreciate this really important milestone. I know there may be other first generation college students in the audience like myself, and I want to especially congratulate you on achieving what may have once seemed like a far off dream as it once was for me. I've had the pleasure of interacting with some of my peers who are present here today. And what's interesting is that a good number of us kind of stumbled upon the ICS major. I remember when I first stepped foot on campus, I didn't know anything about the ICS department. However, later in my sophomore year, my academic advisor suggested that I look into it, and sure enough, I ended up declaring it. And the great thing about this is, as I reflect on this, is that so many of us are headed in a wide range of career pathways, whether it's medicine, law, education, academia. And knowing this, I'm hopeful about the potential for change in each of these respective fields. Just as the ICS major has challenged us, I hope we can all question and challenge the work we engage in, whether in those big or small ways. I'm especially thankful for the hard conversations that I've had in some of my ICS classes, and I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. We've looked at issues concerning race and gender, what it means to be a nation, the continued presence and effects of settler colonialism, and so many other things. And these were not always easy conversations, especially when we consider our own place within these systems and structures. And I would also like to thank some of the professors here who have provided a safe environment for us to have had these discussions. And if anyone was in the capstone class last fall with Dr. Rosenblatt, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And one of the reasons for why I started with a land acknowledgement is because I think it captures what I have personally taken away from my ICS experience and what I hope you can all take away as well. My ICS experience has taught me to reflect on my place within the spaces and the structures that I inhabit, especially here, the many and often overlooked contributions of the Native American community, especially the Cherokee Industrial School that literally kept Trinity College financially stable in the 1880s. And this is all to say that I encourage you all to reflect on this, especially as you begin to navigate the next part of your life after Duke. Remember that the learning does not stop here, and neither do the uncomfortable conversations. As we all know from this crazy last year, there is much work to be done. And to quote one of my favorite authors and researchers, Brene Brown, I encourage you all to be courageous and lean into the vulnerability. Congrats again, class of 2021.